having someone constantly being really negative around you can really bring you down, especially when you're really working towards staying positive. And I know I've asked this question before, my friends have asked this question before, my clients have asked this question before, what to do when someone is projecting their ish onto you. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sabrina Weibel, and here in the Better You community, we talk about everything positive mindset, personal development, spirituality, and so much more. And before we get into this video, I want to thank today's sponsor, which is me. And I wanted to share a quick announcement to say that at the time of me recording this video, I am opening some spots for my one-on-one coaching, where I teach you how to reprogram your mind, retrain your body, and align with the universal laws to collapse time to step into that version of yourself that you've really only dreamt of becoming. In my teachings, in my containers, we combine the science and the spirituality to create massive transformation. And not only in my one-on-one containers, you get access to me and you get one-on-one video calls and unlimited access to text and voice message support, but you also get access to my entire product suite, all of the private meditations and hypnoses and subliminal messaging audios and all of the audios that I have recorded for my private clients and students. You get access to all of it when you get inside this one-on-one container. And my clients have had incredible results, have seen insane shifts in their lives, not only internally, but externally as well, really stepping in their power and learning the ways to conscious creation, creating not only themselves, but creating the realities around them. So if you're interested in one-on-one coaching with me to have the experience and transformation for yourself, click the link in the description below so you can book a call with me and we can talk about if we're a great fit to work together. If you like this video, I ask that you please give it a big thumbs up to help out the channel. Feel free to subscribe and hit the bell button to be notified every time I post a new one. Share this video with anyone you feel may want to hear it, and let's start talking. So projecting from my point of view is when they're feeling some type of way and they're putting all of their energy onto you. They're projecting their stuff onto you. This isn't to say that we cannot express things that go on in our lives. We want to be able to share things that go in our lives that may not go our way to our loved ones. Perfectly fine. But there comes a point where it crosses a line, and this line can be thin, where you're no longer just telling me what's going on in your life and how you're feeling. You're like continuing to go on about it, and it's really starting to drain me. And what do I do when especially a really good friend or a family member or someone that we love is sitting you down and just draining you energetically by continuing to project their ish onto you? So whether this is a loved one or a coworker or whoever it might be, we're gonna be talking about it, okay? And this is something that I'm also working on as well. Now we can set not only physical boundaries, but also energetic boundaries. This is a really great opportunity to practice our communication skills and setting boundaries. And this really goes along with emotional intelligence as well, and is something that I really want to stress on, because if more people responded in this way, we would have much more self-awareness as a community, as a collective, as a whole. So just getting straight into it, this is really about being honest more than anything. I feel a lot of times in our relationships, we are not fully transparent in our relationships. And although it is very uncomfortable to have these conversations, right? It's not fun. We really have to learn how to be comfortable in these uncomfortable situations and having these uncomfortable conversations of just saying, hey, I love you. I'm sorry you are going through this. I'm sorry you're feeling this way, but it is now starting to drain my energy when that's all I'm hearing from you. Or it's okay to talk about this, but to the extent that we've been talking about this is starting to drain my energy, and I'm going to need this to not be the topic of the conversation as often. Or even saying something like, hey, I know you've been talking about this quite a lot. Let's start looking at the solutions instead of just talking about the problems. Let's try to start looking at the solutions, and maybe we can try to divert the conversation a bit. But we really need to set the boundary of being like, as much as I love you, I can't keep listening to things that are charged with so much lower vibrational energy. I try to avoid saying negative and positive, because truly nothing is really bad or good. Is not serving you or it is serving you. Things that are on the lower end of the vibrational scale, things that are on the higher end of that vibrational scale, and really try to look at things neutrally rather than just like bad or good. It doesn't serve you to be listening to things that are charged with so much negative energy. And so setting that boundary is for your own good, is for your own energetic mental health, is for your own well-being. And this is where we draw the line of, yes, we can hold space for others, but also we need to put ourselves first in some situations. And I did make a video on why it's actually selfless to be selfish and why we need to be a little more selfish. So you can watch that if you would like. I'll link it up top and below. But what I see so many of us end up doing is continuing to bite our tongue, to not say anything about it, to just take it, and to just wait for them to be done talking about it. And then we feel really drained leaving the conversation. We might hold resentment against them for the conversation resulting in us feeling lower and not being completely honest with them. And we can be honest with them and blunt with them while also being kind and loving and respectful. But you're truly doing a disservice to them on two different points by not being honest with them. One, and I heard this from a relationship coach, but when we are not fully honest with someone in our lives about how we are feeling and we just put it on the back burner, but we still feel some kind of resentment or some kind of way about it, we start to build these invisible blocks up, and then something else happens and you just bite your tongue, another block. They keep going on about it and you bite your tongue, another block, until you have this whole wall, and eventually you might just blow up one day because of all these things built up, and then the other person's, whoa, what happened? I didn't know anything was even wrong, because you never talked to them about it. Meanwhile, if you are honest with them straight up, hey, I love you, but this is how I'm feeling, and can we make some compromise here so that we can both be happy and we both be working towards our best selves, then they can actually see where you're coming from, and you guys can make a resolution and even grow deeper in your relationship. And you will feel more confident in being honest with those close to you, and they will actually grow confidence in being honest with people close to them, and it's a ripple effect, and et cetera, et cetera. 2, biting your tongue and not being honest with them does them a disservice because they're still unaware that they are doing things that are potentially harming someone that they love. If you were honest with them and you say, hey, I love you, but us constantly talking about this for so long is really bringing me down and I don't like the way it's making me feel, and you end up giving them the opportunity to grow and to be more self-aware and to do the inner work and to better themselves. And it's just a win-win situation. By going through these challenges and doing things that intimidate you, that are out of your comfort zone, that are uncomfortable for you to do, and for you going through these challenges, you then expand yourself. Anything that we overcome that was once uncomfortable for us is expansive. And not only yes, makes us feel good and we raise higher on the vibrational scale more than likely, which makes us feel happier, more fulfilled usually, typically. We're more aligned to healthier relationships, more of our desires. But also when you expand, you create more space to let in more love, more abundance, just more. And that is really what a lot of us are desiring, is to feel more out of life. I feel a lot of us as a whole, as a collective, are really going around life numbed out, not actually living and experiencing life as it should be. A lot of us have got our minds in the gutters and have all of these walls up and are living in so much stress and worry and fear that we've really constricted our energy centers and we've really made ourselves small. I could go on about this, but this hinders us in a multitude of ways. When we overcome these challenges and we do these things that were once challenging to us and we get out of our comfort zone, our energy centers expand. We become more love. We become more light, and we allow in more. So it is a win-win situation when you do this, even though it's uncomfortable and our ego might be saying, what if this person is mad at me, or what if I end up making this person feel bad? We don't want to make the person feel bad, especially for us empaths. We don't want to be trying to guilt trip somebody. And if they end up feeling some type of way towards you because you were honest with them, and I'm not trying to sound any type of way by saying this, but that is in the long run not on you. You did your part of being honest with them, of being loving, of being respectful. And if they're upset with that, they will have to come to terms with how it is affecting them. It is your job to hold your ground, to protect your energy, to do the best you can to have strong relationships. And you can keep the inner peace and knowing that you are doing the best that you can with the resources you have, and that they are doing the best that they can with the resources that they have. So I hope this video really helped you guys. I know this is something that I needed to hear and that a lot of people who have been close to me have talked about. And this video was actually really inspired by things that my friend Nat had told me. Thank you, Nat. I love you. Again, if you're interested in working on a one-on-one level, I encourage you to click the link in the description below to book a call with me so we can talk about if we're a great fit to work together. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up to help out the channel. Feel free to share it with anyone you feel me want to hear it. Subscribe and hit that bell button to be notified every time I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching until the end, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.